Hi everyone. So, I want to make another video because I feel the need to make another video because I feel inspired and I just want to share positive messages. So, in my first video, I never defined what definition of special needs people or what I consider special needs. Looked up the definition on Google. Webster says for a definition of special needs person, individual requirements as for education of a person with a disadvantaged background or a mental, emotional, or physical disability or a high risk of developing one. I don't like that definition. I don't think it fits everybody. What I think the definition of a special needs person should be is this. Somebody that either, they go through life and they have some kind of traumatic event. Something traumatic happens to them and they change and they're no longer nonverbal, or they may be really, emotional, like where they get angry all the time, or, they can't cope for whatever reason. Obviously, if you're blind, deaf, if you're in a wheelchair, if you're autistic, there's probably so many different disabilities I'm forgetting. So apologize if I'm not mentioning a few. If you have trouble in school, if you have trouble learning, if you can't add or read or write or spell, there's so many disabilities. It's impossible to list them all. But say you're in like the military, or you're in the medical field and you see something and it traumatizes you or changes you, something like that should be. Again, this is just my opinion, not out to offend anybody, so I apologize in advance if I'm offending somebody or angering somebody. That's not the intention of making this. 10 things I think people should know about people with special needs. We do love everybody. We may not be able to express it. We may be nonverbal. We may feel it. We feel it, but we may not be able to get the words to come out. But just because we can't get the words to come out doesn't mean that we don't love or that we don't like somebody. We may like them, we just can't say it. Second thing I think is, and this goes along with the kind of like the first thing. We do have feelings like happiness, sadness, anger. We just may not be able to express them properly. I unfortunately am one of those people. If I don't know you, or if I don't feel safe, I become nonverbal. I don't talk. It doesn't mean I don't like you. It doesn't mean I don't love you. I am just incapable of saying, hey, I like you, or hey, I love you. Because I may not feel safe. Which a lot of times when I'm in front of somebody I don't know, or I'm in front of a group of people I may not know, I get scared and I don't feel safe, so I clam up. But that doesn't mean that I'm not, feeling anything. I just can't voice it. But if you make it where, okay, I feel safe, and you make it where I feel comfortable, and I'm laughing, I'm joking, I'm smiling, I'm talking to you, and the people that know me the best, they know that. Third thing is, we are very sensitive to feelings. We are very emotional. If somebody starts yelling at us, we get angry, or we start crying, or we clam up and say nothing. Unfortunately, that's just how, I'm one of those people. So it's, it's the way I say it's like, okay, if we're upset or if we're emotional, sometimes it's better to let us, throw our temper tantrum or throw our fit. Give us 30 minutes. We may scream, we may yell, we may just, oh God, it's horrible to be around. Give us 30 minutes to calm down. Give us 30 minutes to cool down, because in 30 minutes we'll be a lot calmer then we can be in a rational state where, okay, we can talk about it. We're rational, we can talk about it. If you don't give us that time to cool down, just to rant, rave, because you can't reason when I'm upset, you can't reason with me. It's like a brick wall. You cannot reason with me. And a lot of special needs people are probably the same way, that they just can't handle their emotions. They can't handle, they're just so sensitive to emotion, they can't handle it. So they just, when they get really upset or they get frustrated, they just go off like a bomb. They go off. Try to be patient. Try to understand us. Give us time we need to cool down, to calm down. Then try talking to us, because we do listen. And even though it may not appear that we listen, we do listen. And you'll find that once we're calm and we're listening to what you have to say, then it's better. We react better to what you're saying, and our ears are open to what you're saying, and we comprehend it better. And in school, this is true. You give a wrong answer in class, and it's like you're so angry and frustrated and upset because you gave that wrong answer, and you start screaming, crying, what have you. No, just let it go. Give time to calm down, and then things will be better. Next thing, number 4 thing was, we are kind-hearted people. We are kind. We try to be kind to everybody. We're kind to everybody. We don't say, well, we're not going to be kind to you. We're not going to be nice to you. We don't discriminate. Has nothing to do. We're kind to everybody. We don't discriminate. I guess the 5th thing is, we do care about people. Care about everybody, whether they're family, whether they're friends, whether they're just some stranger on the street. We care about everybody. It may not look that way, but we do care. And number 6, which this is probably the most important one on the list, we try to help everybody, even if we may not have the means or the ability. We may say we have $1 to our name, but say you see somebody and they're starving, we'll give them our last $1 that we have to our name and say, here, go buy a hamburger. Go buy something to eat. That's just who we are. We don't say, well, I need this more than you. We always try to give. And I fall into that problem a lot, where I will give, if somebody needs something more than me, I'll try to get it for them, and I will give it to them, if it's food, if it's clothing, even if it's just a place to sleep for the night. That's just me. And a lot of people, they take, unfortunately, because they take advantage of that. I think the next thing is, number 7 is, well, we are good listeners. Even if we're not verbal with you, or we're not communicating with you, we do listen. We are hearing everything you're saying. And I think being a good listener is one of the good things about us, is because, if you're having a rough day and you just need somebody give a shoulder to cry on, or have a shoulder to cry on, that's what's so good about us, is that we offer that. Number 8, which I think is another great one, we're not greedy or selfish. We don't ask for expensive things. We don't want expensive things. We are content with the simple things. For example, yes, I would love to have a 4K television. I'd love to have a PlayStation 4 Pro or a PlayStation VR set for $500. Yes, those things would be nice to have. But I don't expect anyone to give me those things. I don't demand anybody give me those things. We don't we're like I said, we're not greedy, we're not selfish. We don't demand anything from anybody. If somebody gives us something, then hey, wow, we are the happiest people in the world that somebody gave us something. Even if it's something like a teddy bear, something so simple. Or a hug. Even if it's something simple as a hug that don't cost anything, we are ecstatic to get it. We are very happy to get it. Number 9 is we are probably the most polite and respectful people on the planet. We always say please, thank you. Even if we can't say it, even if we can't say please or thank you, we always try to be the most respectful, polite people. And number 10, the last biggie is, we appreciate every kind word or every kind gesture shown to us. That means the world to us. Because not a lot of people are kind to us. Not a lot of people are going to be generous to people like us. So a kind word, that means the world to us. And I am sure if I took more time, I could have came up with probably a lot more things that people should know about people with special needs. But these were like my top 10 that I felt that people should know about people with special needs. And I'm probably leaving so much out in this video, and again, I apologize, for leaving out. It wasn't intentional to leave out. But again, hopefully this video will inspire people. Hopefully it will make them think. Hopefully it will help people to understand special needs people a little bit more, and maybe to be a little more kinder, and maybe have a little more acceptance in their heart and in their life to accept people like us. It is hard. I know for a lot of people, we are scary because we are different. We are scary because, people don't know how to deal with people like us. They don't know how to react. I mean, you have somebody that's nonverbal, like me, you don't know how to react. You don't know how to deal with me. You have somebody that they get emotional and they just spew off the fly off the handle. It's like, God, how do you handle that? They don't know. So I was in this video here, I just wanted to try to make people think a little bit more on what it's like dealing with somebody with special needs, and to try to just be a little more courteous, maybe be a little more understanding. Try not to make jokes that are hurt or laugh at us or stare at us, or try not to say, well, you're not going to be accepted into our group. You're not going to be accepted into our family because you're different. Or you're not going to be liked or a part of something because you are different. So that was the point I was trying to get across. Again, I probably botched this up, but I apologize. This is just, how I feel. Every day I'm going to try to do videos because I want to try to inspire people. I want to try to help people. I want to send messages of joy. I want to try to spend good, positive messages to make people think. I feel like if I could reach 30 people, and if those 30 people share my video and 30 more see it, and try to do kind of like a chain where people will be touched or people will think, then maybe the world will be a better place, or maybe it'll start being a better place. There are so many. The next video I think I'm going to do is inspirational people that are doing things for their community, that are helping others, people that are like an inspiration. I think that'll be my next video I do. So if you like this video, please like. If you have any comments, please comment. I always appreciate the feedback. If you want to share this, I encourage you to share it. So again, I know this video is, lengthy, and I have probably a lot of repetition. I apologize. But anyway, thank you for listening, and I hope this has helped you, and have a good day. Thank you.